Hey guys, welcome back. It's me, Epic's What If, and today we have the proper first chapter to What If Naruto Was Physically Stronger. I have decided to title this Naruto the Fighter, so let's get into it. Now, I missed a few things in the previous What If, which was the battle with Zabuza, and of course the bell test, and some other jazz here and there. So let's continue with the bell test. Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura arrived at the location for the bell test. Kakashi arrived an hour late, but, that's Kakashi for you. Kakashi asks them if they've had anything to eat. They say no. Simple enough. Then Kakashi explains the rules for the bell test, where there are 2 bells. You guys will get 2 of them, or some of you will get 2 of them. The person who does not get anything shall be sent back to the academy because you fucking suck. Simple enough. So, Sasuke disappears, Sakura disappears, Naruto's still there. Naruto thinks, how hard could it be to get a bell off of a Jonin? Probably one of the best ninjas in the village. Let me try it. And Naruto tries to get the bell off of Kakashi. Fails miserably. Naruto goes in for a right hook straight on Kakashi. Kakashi easily dodges it and Naruto gets up kicked straight to the stomach. Naruto flies up, turning himself to, balance himself out. Coming down straight on Kakashi from the air. Kakashi simply leaps outside. Naruto punches the ground. The ground shatters. Kakashi is worried. Okay, so I realize he's the Jinchuriki, but that's not supposed to happen. That's too much power, and I won't get hit by it. And Kakashi immediately uses some ninja wires to tie Naruto down to a tree. Sasuke then, seeing Naruto's punch, is like, holy fuck, I survived that? And then he makes up a plan to attack Kakashi. Sasuke also jumps outside to try and take Kakashi. Hopefully, after seeing some of the moves that he's made, he can find out what to do. Because Sasuke already has his Sharingan blaring 2 Tomoe on either one, because 1 Tomoe, 2 Tomoe, that sounds weird, so I'm doing 2 Tomoe on both of these eyes. Alright, fuck it. Sasuke goes in with a few punches and kicks, very well choreographed, but Kakashi's still better. He managed to dodge all of them and block most of them. The few that almost hit Kakashi are simply, scooted out of the way. Kakashi then punches Sasuke on the stomach, kicks him in the face, and Sasuke's out as well. Sakura's there looking at the fight, and she's thinking, "Now Sasuke, come!" Because that's what she does. It is at this very moment that Kakashi looks towards Sakura's direction, and Sakura suddenly feels different. She sees that Sasuke is bleeding on the ground, and she goes towards Sasuke and she finds him dying. He gives a really bad speech about death, sadness, that he liked her, and then he dies, and then Sakura cries. But what's new about that? Let's go on. Sakura's in a genjutsu, in case you didn't know. Alright, so Naruto manages to cut himself out of the ninja wire with a kunai that he keeps in his belt, like right next to his belt, on his waist. Where belts are supposed to go. Anyway, he cuts the ninja wires with a kunai and slowly but gradually goes away. He hides and thinks about a plan to take Kakashi on. Sasuke also wakes up from the kick on his face, and also disappears in the background. Kakashi's there in the middle of the field reading porn, because that's what he does. Anyway, Naruto and Sasuke then meet up at a corner and both of them discuss a plan of attack because they know they won't be able to take Kakashi on alone. Sakura's still somewhere, doing something. They decide, maybe we could use Sakura in this. Both of them think on it and both of them think, no, she won't be useful. They both have a decent plan ready, and Naruto and Sasuke go for it. Naruto creates about 15 shadow clones to attack Kakashi, and Kakashi is a bit surprised by the number of shadow clones that Naruto has created, but manages to take most of them on easily. A few of the punches almost hit Kakashi, and he's starting to sweat a little, so he puts his book away. Then Kakashi is still, fighting Naruto's shadow clones. Most of them are being taken care of easily, and then Naruto creates 50 more. Kakashi is at this point a bit worried. 15 shadow clones? Okay, 50 shadow clones? Now you're pushing it. And Kakashi thinks, maybe I should bring my Sharingan out, but at that very moment that Kakashi thinks that, Kakashi lands on the ground trying to bring his Sharingan outside, but then, the moment his feet touch, he's pulled underneath the ground. His head is the only thing remaining above ground, and he's a bit surprised by this. He's like, wait, what, huh? Sasuke then pops up behind him from the ground with the belts on his hand, and gives one to Naruto. They've won it. Fair and square. Kakashi is obviously pleased with this, but he does notice one thing. Sakura is nowhere to be found, and he asks them, I see you two did well, but where is Sakura? And they're like, well, we don't know. Somewhere, I guess. Kakashi then looks at the direction that she was put in a genjutsu, and she's still there, crying. Don't know why. She couldn't break out of the genjutsu. She really thought that a jonin killed a student. Kakashi then snaps her out of the genjutsu and she's surprised. Wait, what? Where's Sasuke? Where's Sasuke-kun? She looks up and she sees Sasuke alive and well, and she goes to hug him, yelling, Sasuke-kun, you're alright! And Sasuke's like, oh hell no, and jumps up on a tree. I'm not touching that. Simple enough. Kakashi declares Naruto and Sasuke to be the winners, and Sakura, seeing as how she didn't help, she was pretty useless, wasn't a genjutsu throughout the entire battle. And genuinely speaking, Sakura, I don't think you have what it takes to become a proper shinobi. So I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Sakura is a bit shocked by this, and she's like, but Kakashi-sensei, you can't do that. I mean, you can't just kick me out. And he's like, yes, I can. I'm your instructor. I decide who stays, who leaves. And genuinely speaking, Sakura, you are nothing more than a hindrance to the team. You can't think properly. All you care about is Sasuke, apparently, and from this battle, you've clearly shown you don't care for the team. You're here for Sasuke, and Sasuke alone. I don't know if you have what it takes to be a shinobi. I don't know, go run a fucking shop or something. I'm sorry, Sakura, but this is not for you. And he simply lets Sakura go. He'll inform Iruka and the third Hokage about this. And Sakura cries and she has to go back home because she can't be a shinobi, because she's fucking useless. I'm being serious. I'm gonna find somebody to replace her. Hey, you guys tell me, who you want replacing Sakura on the team, because I genuinely need someone to replace her. Preferably somebody who's not already in a team, so that excludes Hinata, Ino, and Tenten. Yeah, anybody outside of that, you could ask me and I'll put them in the team. Alright, now, Naruto and Sasuke are the only two players inside of the team for now, and they decide to do the D-rank missions. Kakashi explains to the third Hokage that Sakura was not a viable person to be a shinobi in the future, as she does not actually show the required, I suppose, what do you call it, enthusiasm to be a shinobi. It doesn't look like she actually wants to be a shinobi. The only reason she's there is because Sasuke is there, pretty much. So that is why he actually decided to get Sakura out of the team and let her go back to the academy. The third Hokage, although not happy with this, does understand, and he feels, well, some civilians are good. I suppose I'm gonna have to write a letter to her parents explaining this. They might be glad their daughter's not becoming a shinobi. After all, none of them were one. And well, that's it for Sakura. She's gonna go live a normal life as a normal citizen in the normal village. Naruto and Sasuke for now don't actually have a third teammate, although the process is going on, and after about 20-30 D-rank missions, this happened in a week, I guess. You could probably finish 20 to 30 D-rank missions in a week, honestly. It's very simple, cats and all that shit. So, after completing about 20 to 30 D-rank mission, Naruto doing about 15 himself and Sasuke doing 15 himself, both of them do grow a bit closer, but still have that animosity between them. And of course, without a Sakura in the team, Naruto does not feel like he needs to show off to himself or challenge Sasuke unnecessarily just so he can get Sakura's attention. And it's actually pretty good for Sasuke and Naruto, as their relationship does better. Sasuke is still a bit distant, but it's essentially alright. Naruto, still being a physical fighter, Sasuke does challenge him every now and then, and Naruto does put up a good fight. Sasuke usually wins, Naruto wins a few times, it's a decent match. Kakashi feels, seeing as how Naruto's forte is in the physical fighting area, so he feels like Naruto should go ahead and train with Guy a bit. So he asks a favor from Guy to train Naruto in some fighting styles, so that Naruto will have a better chance with this.
Naruto. So, Kakashi says you need me to teach you some fighting styles. Of course I would, but I need to see how strong you are, Naruto. So, you see that giant rock over there?
Naruto looks around and sees a gigantic piece of rock. It's pretty massive and looks pretty solid. And he asks, I do, Guy-sensei, what do you want me to do with it?
Guy looks at Naruto with a giant smile and says, Punch it, Naruto! Punch it to smithereens!
Naruto, at first feeling like this is a joke, looks around, nobody's laughing, so he goes and punches the rock. Naruto gives all his might into that punch, and of course, seeing as how I have given Naruto 3 times the physical strength that he had in the original, or actually 3 times what Sakura had in the original, well, the rock is no more, and Guy is a bit surprised by this.
Whoa! Well, Kakashi did tell me a lot of things, but damn!
Naruto then trains with Guy for about a week, just learning the basic fighting stances and fighting styles, and Naruto uses his shadow clones to actually train further into it, just train with each other. And after using the shadow clone for about a day, he realizes that he is learning things much quicker. So Naruto figures out the main uses of the shadow clone. To train, he gains the experience that the other clones have, and he immediately creates 100 shadow clones to continue fighting with one another, so that Naruto can gain a bunch of experience. Naruto quickly rises up the ranks of a fighter, and you could say he can rival Rock Lee at this point, but Rock Lee without the weights would probably still beat him. Anywho, Naruto and Sasuke then demand Kakashi for a higher ranked mission, and Kakashi's like, well, alright. And we get the Zabuza mission, or the Tazuna mission, of course. Tazuna looks at Naruto and he goes, what the fuck is this little kid gonna do? He's tiny, can't do anything. And Naruto is of course thinking, I could do a lot of things to this guy right now. But he doesn't do anything because missions. Anywho, they go on the mission, and of course the Demon Brothers attack. Naruto and Sasuke take them down. There is no Sakura in this case, I've decided to change that. They continue on, and as they enter the village, a gigantic sword goes over their heads. Naruto and Sasuke duck, Kakashi ducks, Tazuna ducks, everybody's a duck. The Kakashi vs Zabuza fight begins. Now Zabuza and Kakashi go hand in hand pretty easily. It's a pretty well fought match. Naruto creates 3 shadow clones to ensure that Tazuna is safe, just in case Zabuza is not alone. Naruto and Sasuke watch as Kakashi gets trapped in the water prison jutsu that Zabuza had made in the original. This time, as he did in the original, I suppose nothing changes there. Naruto and Sasuke then feel like, we should do something about that. And Naruto and Sasuke quickly prepare a plan to attack Zabuza. This is gonna go bad, they think. Zabuza continues to fight Naruto and Sasuke. Of course, Naruto creates about 15 shadow clones to distract Zabuza. Naruto's shadow clones go near Zabuza and punch the ground that he was standing on. The entire platform completely shatters to pieces, and Zabuza is surprised by this. He thinks to himself, how on earth is that kid so strong? And of course, as Zabuza is floating in the air, Sasuke tosses a fireball jutsu towards... Sasuke uses a fireball jutsu on Zabuza, making Zabuza let go of the water prison. So Kakashi then comes out of the water prison, kicks Zabuza's ass for a few minutes, then Haku pretends to kill Zabuza, and Zabuza's alright, and Kakashi's tired, and Naruto and Sasuke have to train with the water walking and the tree walking techniques. And they do, and after which, Naruto creates about 20 shadow clones to spar with one another while he rests in a field far, far away. One of Sasuke then goes to one of Naruto's shadow clones and asks him, hey Naruto, if you're done hitting yourself, wanna go for a few rounds against me? Let's see just how far we've grown. And Naruto and Sasuke have a spar, which Naruto does manage to win, but that's neither here nor there. Naruto's real body is in a field chilling out, just having the time of his life in the middle of the forest with peace and quiet, and just the wind blowing around him, and birds chirping, the sunlight gleaming on the sky, and it's just the best feeling in the world. Then he hears a person walking near him. Naruto wakes up to see a very beautiful face looking at him. Naruto quickly stands up and asks him, who might you be? And of course, he's like, the person goes, oh, I'm Haku. Blah blah yada yada, you fight better when you have something to fight for, love, whatever shit, fuck. Original bullshit, it's just what it was in the original, and Naruto and Haku say their goodbyes and go their separate ways. And of course the bridge is built, and Haku and Zabuza attack again, and of course this time around things go differently. Of course Sakura didn't do jack shit in this entire fight, so her absence doesn't really matter. Naruto and Sasuke, of course, are caught in the ice prison jutsu, the ice mirror jutsu, and Zabuza and Kakashi are having a spa on the side. Naruto and Sasuke are then quickly pummeled by a bunch of Senbone through their bodies. They manage to dodge a bunch of them, but are hit by a decent amount. Naruto thinks of a plan. He thinks, you see that mirror? I'm going to punch it really hard. And he punches it really hard, and it actually almost shatters completely. Haku's actually surprised by the amount of force that Naruto emitted during that one punch. Haku feels it is time for Naruto to go to bed permanently. Haku launches about 20-30 Senbone aimed towards some of the most vital areas that Naruto could have. And Sasuke, of course, instinctively jumps in front of Naruto to protect him from these Senbone coming towards him. Sasuke gets turned into a proper pincushion and falls in front of Naruto, giving him the speech that he did in the original to kill Itachi and all that jazz, that Sasuke might not be able to do it. Don't worry, he's not gonna die. Naruto loses a bit of his control, has the Kurama chakra come out, the shield broken, the barrier broken, and this surprises everybody, including Zabuza, who actually gets hurt pretty bad after this. And Haku, as in the original, the mask goes off, Naruto calms down, Haku jumps in front of Kakashi and Zabuza, Kakashi, Zabuza, all that jazz happens. Then comes Gato. Gato and his men arrive at the battlefield. Cocky as always, being like, I was never gonna pay you, Zabuza, and I'll kill everybody, and Kakashi looks at Gato and he realizes something rather. He asks Gato, wait, are you Gato, the infamous Don or whatever? And Gato, full prideful, just looks at Kakashi and goes, why, yes I am. Kakashi then remembers something. So you're the same Gato who's got his name in the bingo book. You know what, you got a good reward on you. And Kakashi decides, for the reward, it's worthy. He attacks Gato and his men as well, alongside Zabuza. Naruto usually would have stood back, but he creates like 20-30 shadow clones because he's in the moment after Haku's death and all that shit. Gato's men are obviously killed, Gato is killed, his head is given to Kakashi and Kakashi takes it for the bounty. And that's pretty much it. Of course, Zabuza dies due to his injuries. Or does he? I don't know, that's up to you to decide actually. At this rate, I could probably let Zabuza survive. Of course, Naruto gives Zabuza the emotional speech as he did in the original. Blah, 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 blah. And we're gonna end it right there. This one is pretty long, but I had to do this properly because you guys did want to see more of this. So I've actually written a script down for this and done this Naruto the Fighter series, I suppose. Hopefully I'll be able to upload tomorrow, which should be the Naruto Abandoned series. What if Naruto abandoned the Hidden Leaf? I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow then. Until then, peace out. Or maybe day after tomorrow, I don't know how this upload schedule is gonna go. Because the weather's been a bit weird lately, it's been raining, lightning, thunder. The noise is a bit too much, so I can't really record properly. Alright, anyway, fuck it. I'll see you guys in 1 to 2 days. Until then, peace out, and I don't know, fucking stay happy, and oh yeah, don't let the beer virus kill you. Yeah, that shit's dangerous. I don't know what I'm doing anymore.